So the New Day win the Raw Tag Team Championships from the Hurt Business in a match that was actually pretty good. That I really enjoyed it. Didn't see the reason why they needed to do a title switch. Didn't need that. But the question remains: is this what they got for AJ Styles? Really? We've been keeping AJ Styles strong since December to do a tag team championship match at WrestleMania. Man, this is it's some straight up bullshit. It's some bullshit. This is bullshit. AJ Styles still has a main event match left in him. If you don't have an opponent, do a special challenge cross brand match like they used to. Right, let's go through the story. First, the New Day win the Raw Tag Team Championships from the Hurt Business. Shelton Benjamin was the one that actually got pinned. You would expect that the Hurt Business would be upset about losing the titles, but never mentioned by MVP or Lashley. They didn't care. Cedric Alexander didn't go out there and berate Shelton Benjamin for losing. They got bent, they got beat, and we just continued on. We just moved on. They rolled out of the ring, we moved on. Here comes AJ Styles with I'm Us. And AJ Styles is like, hey, look, my bucket list is getting kind of low. Only thing I haven't done is win the tag team titles. And then the New Day is like, y'all not even a tag team. And he's like, we are now, which made me laugh. And they said this was Omos's idea. Omos wants to make his in-ring debut in a Raw Tag Team Championship match at WrestleMania. So I cannot believe that they had AJ Styles go out there in the midst of WrestleMania season and say, well, I don't have any plans for WrestleMania. And then suggest a tag team championship match. Only because I know WWE does not give a fuck about tag teams, that this doesn't make any sense to me. You mean to tell me you couldn't have a cross-brand match with AJ Styles versus somebody from SmackDown, or AJ Styles versus somebody from NXT, or something like that where you've been keeping him strong for a reason? You mean you tell me you couldn't? Keith Lee's not going to be there? Keith Lee's not going to be at WrestleMania? You can't have Styles versus Riddle for the U.S. title? You know, something else of importance. It has to be, well, Omos is making his in-ring debut. And I'll say, okay, look, fine. And I think they have some previously, they do have a previously unresolved story with the New Day. When Omos beat the shit out of the New Day a couple of weeks ago. Where he threw, I believe it was Xavier Woods over the barricade and choked up Kofi. So they have story and they have history between these two teams, these two squads. But this is not high profile enough for AJ Styles. This is a waste of AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Let's just be honest, okay? Of all the matches you could have picked, a tag team championship match wouldn't have been on my list. If I had AJ Styles for WrestleMania, 37, 38 years old, I don't know, how old is he, 40, 42, 43 now? I had like a 40-year-old AJ Styles, right? And I say, okay, look, he's already main event at WrestleMania with The Undertaker. Big match. We need to have another big match for him. But I don't know, like all of our top guys are kind of filled up, you know. I would say, all right, who is not going to be on TakeOver? That's a big star that we can have AJ Styles pick a fight with in NXT. Then you have a list of people there, maybe Tommaso Ciampa, somebody like that, you know, or I don't know. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head that probably wouldn't be on TakeOver. And have AJ Styles pick a fight with them and say, okay, come up to the big leagues and wrestle me on WrestleMania. It would have made so much, you know, it would have been a big deal. It would have been something special, something different. When Batista used to not, like, I remember that one year, Batista didn't have nothing. They did that stupid ass Raw versus SmackDown match. I believe it was Batista versus, I want to say Umaga. Because they didn't have anything for him to do at WrestleMania. So yeah, it happens that you have a top guy and you don't have any other opponents for him. But usually when you have a top guy, you have no opponents for him, that's what you do. You go to the old cross brand match. SmackDown's probably going to have a lot of guys who are not going to be in any serious matches at WrestleMania. And they've been building up some really talented dudes. But they don't really have anything for, Nakamura. Cesaro, if Cesaro gets Rollins one-on-one, what is Nakamura going to do? Nothing. So we can't have Styles versus Nakamura 2 at WrestleMania? Why not? Is there any real reason why we can't? You got 2 nights. Okay? Why not Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles one-on-one? Isn't Kofi Kingston a main event guy? I guess not. Guess not. Guess he's just tag team specialist who just happened to luck into being the world champion. I don't like this. This is not good, man. This is an absolute waste of AJ Styles. This is a throwaway year. But what pissed me off so much is that they've been keeping AJ Styles so strong that he's been losing so sparingly on TV because they've been putting over, and yes, it's because they've been putting over Amos as his guardian and as his enforcer. I mean, that's a good thing, We're showing that Amos is effective. But I mean, this doesn't push you towards being a top singles guy. Yeah, y'all have no tag team experience, none, and that's what I'm glad the New Day actually said, like, y'all guys are not even really a real tag team. But this is such a waste of AJ Styles. More importantly, it's a waste of the Hurt Business. You had these guys looking unbeatable. They were strong. I'm not unbeatable. Let's take that back. They have been looking solid as ever since Lashley won the title. They had two of the 3 belts on the brand. And then you took the tag team titles just so the New Day can wrestle Amos and AJ Styles. So now what the hell is Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander going to do for WrestleMania? Nothing? They don't get to make the card? They don't even get a rematch? That's why, this Raw was just chock full of, we just got to build a WrestleMania card. So we're just going to slapdash all this shit together without thinking about it. So now Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, who has really been really good lately, has been kicking ass lately. Good promos, good matches. He doesn't even get to make WrestleMania. He made WrestleMania as the Cruiserweight champion. He's not going to make WrestleMania as a member of the Hurt Business. He wrestled on the pre-show. He actually made WrestleMania as the Cruiserweight champion, but after a lengthy tag team title run, he's not going to make the show. That should tell you all you need to know about what they're thinking about when it comes to this show. They're just slapping shit together. AJ Styles and Amos as a tag team going against the New Day is bullshit. It is straight up bullshit. It is garbage. What they've done to the Hurt Business is garbage. There is no reason. And this was completely out of nowhere. Just a random tag team title match because there's only one other tag team on the fucking brand. They don't use anybody else. Retribution, they don't use them as a tag team. They had Lucha House Party. They don't use them anymore. You got all these guys running around chasing R-Truth who could be in a tag team. They don't use them. They don't use Humberto Carrillo. They don't use Angel Garza. They don't use none of these people. And we got fucking AJ Styles, and we're going to put him in a tag team match. Come the fuck on, bro. Ricochet not going to be on the show. Now, Ricochet ain't even on Raw. I mean, just being honest. But you have all these guys that you could have used if you just had to have a random tag team championship match that you could have put in that spot. Why is AJ Styles in that spot? This isn't a valued spot. This whole thing exists to put over Amos. And we already know he's going to be a lumbering. He's not going to be fucking William Regal in the ring. He's not. Okay? It's going to be, I guess that's the whole draw, is everybody wants to see what Amos can do in the ring. He's going to be like the great Khali. hacking people in the head. I have no interest in this. This is an absolute waste of AJ Styles. It is, it's unfortunate. But I guess being a tag team champion will complete the grand slam for AJ. He will have all of the, which also makes me so upset. It's like, you get the titles a New Day just so they can lose them to AJ Styles and Amos. Why not just create a fatal 4-way match or something like that? And then, you can make everybody look good. You have some people flying around, a ladder match or something. Put some spice on it. But just AJ Styles in a tag team match. Just Kofi Kingston in a tag team match. It's like, come on, bro. And it says a lot that Kofi Kingston was the world champion 2 years ago. He was in a tag team match last year for the tag team title. He's in a tag team match this year, too. So, I mean, at least he didn't go from being the main event to being in a tag team match, I guess. Well, he did the previous year. He went from winning the title and being in a top spot at WrestleMania to being in a goddamn tag team match. Now AJ Styles went from being the main event of WrestleMania to being in a goddamn tag team match. It's embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. I would not have done this to AJ Styles or Kofi Kingston, if we're being honest. I would not have done this to them. I would not have done this to the Hurt Business. You didn't put anybody over. The New Day did not need to be 11-time tag team champions. They didn't. Okay? And the idea that, they're just going to win it just to lose it to Amos and AJ Styles, or heaven forbid they fucking win. That would be even the worst thing. But you have all these other tag teams. Or people that you could have put in tag teams. You have so many other options of things that you could have done. But no. It's so frustrating. It's exhausting. Is what it is. When I saw that, I was really done with Raw. What was this? This is the third match on the show. New Day versus the Hurt Business. As soon as AJ Styles came out there, I was like, if they challenge for the tag team titles, I'm done with this show. And I was done. I was like, this show is obviously, we're off the fucking rails. Obviously, they're just cramming shit into this show because they know they haven't really built up that much. But you still had 30 days. You still had 30 days to tell the story. Some of the stories are not over. Big E and Apollo Crews is not over. McIntyre and Sheamus is not over. You still have some room to maneuver some guys. You don't know who's going to be there and who's not going to be there. There's always a chance you could have found somebody to put in a match with AJ Styles, and you chose a tag team match. Whatever. Now, hopefully, maybe, I didn't think about this until right here. Maybe the NXT outbreak of COVID or whatever is the reason why they didn't want to do anything major as far as bringing somebody up or having a special challenge. Like, I would have done that. I would have sent AJ Styles NXT for a night. Something. Just for him to wrestle on TakeOver or something like that. That could have been fun. Something different for him to do. But to put him in this tag team championship match is just abhorrent. It is absolutely abhorrent. It's the shits. Shit on shoelaces number 2. I like the match between the Hurt Business and the New Day, but it was stupid. And then I also don't like that they didn't follow up with the Hurt Business. They lost the tag team titles and Lashley just moved the fuck on. Like, okay, well, I'm the Almighty, I'm the world champion. Okay, we got to go do this now. It's like, that's not the Hurt Business, man. That's not what they do. They wouldn't have just taken that loss laying down and refused to get now maybe they probably will, squeeze them in there and make it a triple threat match or something like that. Hopefully. So we can get some type of work rate out of this thing. But I'm disgusted. This is bad. AJ Styles deserves better than this. All right. Thank you guys for listening. I'll talk to you guys later. Use the hashtag 3Count commentaries to support the channel. Also, send cash via the Cash App. Follow me on Twitter at MongoSlade8. Send emails to Mr. Slade84. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Or MrSlade84@gmail.com. All right. Peace.
Yeah. da 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 da.